Every new day, we get a chance to set the record straight. A clean slate. The opportunity to choose greatness and to stop making excuses. Motivation is cheap. Discipline is difficult. But discipline gets results. Your mindset matters. My name is Miles Biggs, and this is Relish the Journey. All right, our topic this week was submitted by Kathleen Majorski. Kathleen, if you don't know, previous guest on this podcast. She edited the book that I'll be releasing some point this year, and she's just awesome. Really cool person, engaging in, starting her own business as an editor and writer, and just all around professional badass. So Kathleen, always appreciate your contributions to the podcast. And when I put out the call for ideas for these episodes, she responded with habits, self-doubt, accountability, community, trusting yourself. So plenty to choose from there. I asked her for some more context, and she put some more words together. She says, finding a community or tribe gives us courage. Accountability helps us get ish done. I like that. I'll curse here. Helps us get shit done. Throw that explicit tag up. And requires community too, I guess. Self-doubt is a buzzkill, and how to get out of your own way would be helpful to hear. So I think it's good context, Kathleen, good clarification. So when it comes to habits, self-doubt, accountability, community, the real focus here in your mind that you're looking for some words on is trusting yourself, getting out of your own way when it comes to habits, self-doubt, and accountability. So this is, great topic, and I am by no means going to profess to be an expert here. I'm definitely working on myself, just like all of you listening. And when it comes to getting out of your own way, a first step, I would say, for any of us is recognizing that you are in your own way. I think what's true for a lot of people is that you have a dream, you have a goal, and there's obstacles. And many times those obstacles take the form of other people or of situations, basically a lot of things out of our control. It's the easy thing to point away from ourselves instead of looking in the mirror and realizing that we might be the problem. So when it comes to getting out of our own way, first we have to recognize that we are standing in the way of ourselves and the thing that we want, or the goal we want to achieve, the life we want to live. So it starts there. How do we do that? Again, this is going to differ for everyone, but how I've gotten there is through work on awareness. And for me, that a lot of that came through getting into meditation and just talking through a lot of things with people. Kathleen was talking about community. That's where I met Kathleen, was in an online community, an online mastermind group. If you guys remember Dennis McGinley from another previous guest, he has this company called Strivent Coaching and Strivent Mastermind. So guys, check that out. I highly recommend it. It was a big game changer for me. That's where I met Kathleen. And I still do work with that community, not just as a member, but as a mastermind facilitator. And to me, having a group of people that have made it known that they are trying to get better removes the fear of saying, to your buddies, like, hey guys, I'd like to talk about my goals. I'd like to talk about, my mindset right now. Do you have time to talk to me about like a book recommendation or what's holding me back? I don't know about you guys, but it just wasn't stuff that I'd ever talked to anybody about in my personal life. It was stuff I thought about, but I always felt like people would look at me like I was crazy if I used any one of those things as a conversation starter. So walking into the community, knowing that's what the sole purpose of it was, allowed me to get rid of that self-limiting belief and just be vulnerable. And then out of that vulnerability came some serious breakthroughs and allowed me to see stuff for myself. And if you're open to feedback and you allow others to point out things to you, that helps you gain that awareness of the fact that it might be you actually standing in your way. So it starts there. And then once you have that awareness, it's a constant daily thing to really have some serious conversations with the different forms of your ego in your head. Self-talk is so incredibly important. And I definitely sort of devolve into some negative self-talk sometimes. I get frustrated. I'm trying to land a podcast guest or a coaching client, or I'm having trouble in my day job. And it's easy to start that negative soundtrack in your head about, you suck, you're not good at this is so frustrating, nothing's going right, I'm so pissed at this, blah, blah, blah. And then negativity begets negativity, and that's us getting in our own way. So I think always having that conscious awareness of our thoughts, choosing joy over jealousy. How's that for? I like that. All about the alliterations, joy over jealousy, the J's. Pick whatever positive or negative emotions you wish, right? But choose joy over jealousy, and that's how you're going to get out of your own way. Really, it's a constant self-checking. It's saying to yourself, okay, self, we agree that we want this goal in the future. You're not being a team player right now. I need you to get in the back seat, and I'm driving. And yes, that sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, have those kind of conversations with yourself, and your external world will be so much better. So, Kathleen, hopefully that answers the question. If not question, the stuff you wanted to hear about. That's how I, in my day-to-day basis, try to stay out of my own way. I'm by no means successful every single day, but nobody is. That's all part of relishing the journey. There you go. And we can always be better. And when we stop, if we get to the point that we can't be any better, that shit would just be boring, right? I think it's, once you get to a certain level, there's always things you can improve on to get to that next level, and that's part of what makes it fun. It's sort of like a game you play against yourself. Only you can win and only you can lose. And when you look at it that way, truly anything's possible as long as you put the work in. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, share it with somebody that you think would like this and help us grow our audience and spread the mantra of Relish the Journey. Shoot me an email, Miles, MYLES, at RTJ Media, if you've got something to say on this topic or have a request for future episodes. As you can hear, I'm answering them. So I'll see you guys later this week and then again next week for another Mind Bender Mindset Monday. All right. Cheers, everybody.